Back at it with round 2 of the Element Dallas Love Field. This one, very interesting. So let's just go ahead and get right on into it. So got there late, was told this was my room, 866. On the door, it said there's wet paint. Thought that was weird. Walk in, oh, there's a ladder in my room. Clearly, I'm able to get into this room with a key. It's important later. And there's chips, just basically a construction site in my room, redoing it, which is great and all for the hotel, but not a room I needed. And then the bathroom was tarped off. Awesome. So I go down. They're like, oh, that's weird. Are you sure you're in the right room? I'm like, yep. So now they gave me a different room, 860 or 760, and look, didn't work. Tried it a lot. So they finally went back down for the third time. They gave me a new room, and this is probably like 30 minutes later now that they finally gave me the right room. They didn't really apologize at all. They were just kind of surprised that that room was not, it was under construction. But anyway, got into the room, pretty typical Element room. We've reviewed this before in a previous one, so if you want to go back and check that out, it's definitely better than the Aloft next door. Bathroom, good overall size, and it does have the shower, which is great, versus the tubs. And honestly, this is how I felt after spending 30 minutes just trying to get into my room after a long night. And then looking at the bed, it had the cover on it, so all good there. So let's go ahead and get into the black light. So in the bathroom, I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't really see a whole lot. Who knows what 866 would have been, but it was tarped off. And then around the toilet, there was a few spots, but nothing crazy. This is a tiled bathroom versus a textured wall, so a little easier to clean if they wanted to. And then the toilet was also clean. Shower did not have any spots per se, but it did have some weird, like they had recently fixed something. You can see it right there, a little brown, kind of weird. Don't love that on both sides. And then the only spots that I really had an issue with was with the entire backsplash in the kitchen area. You can tell this has not been wiped down, maybe since inception. So I would just say to them, you need to do that because you can see it's glowing everywhere, the entire backsplash. And then looking at the bed, didn't see anything there. So I was happy about that because I did not want to go back downstairs. The chair was a little gross, and you could see that in person too. That has been used and abused. Would I stay at the Element again? Sure, but it is always something very interesting with these hotels. Follow for more.